Niram Jaiva Narottamam Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Tadodayam Veeraye. Srimad Bhagavatam, 4th canto, 3rd chapter, 1st sloka. Translation purport by Mind Great Iti Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada ki
Jai.
First sloka, no? First sloka, right?
Yes, Prabhu.
Prabhu has done so many slokas that second chapter there were so many slokas were there. I think I completed.
No,
Okay.
Mataji took 3 slokas. Fine. Okay. You can start.
Maitreya Uvacha Sada Vidvishado Revam Taro Vai Trijamanayo Yamadu Swasuras Yavi Sumahan Adichakrami. Translation. Maitreya continued, in this manner, the tension between the father-in-law and son-in-law, Daksha and Lakshva, continued for a considerably long period. The previous chapter has already explained that Vidura questioned the sage Maitreya as to the cause of the misunderstanding between Lord Shiva and Daksha. Another question is why the strife between Daksha and his son-in-law caused Sati to destroy her body. The chief reason for Sati's giving up her body was that her father Daksha began another sacrificial performance to which Lord Shiva was not invited at all. Generally, when any sacrifice is performed, although each and every sacrifice is intended to pacify the Supreme Personality of Godhead Vishnu, all the demigods, especially Lord Brahma and Lord Shiva, and the other principal demigods such as Indra and Chandra are invited and they take part. It is said that unless all the demigods are present, no sacrifice is complete. But in the tension between the father-in-law and son-in-law, Daksha began another yajna performance to which Lord Shiva was not invited. Daksha was the chief progenitor employed by Lord Brahma, and he was the son of Brahma. So he had a high position and was also very proud. Tatsat. Vishnupadaya Krishna Prasthaya Budale Srimade Jayapatara Swami Dinamini Acharya Padaya Nitai Grava Pradayini Gaura Gada Damadaya Nagara Kilomadari Vishnupadaya Krishna Prasthaya Budale Srimade Bhakti Vedanta Swami Dinamini Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharini Nirvitesha Sunyavadi Paschatya Dejadarine Vishnu Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhara Srivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna. Okay, so this is Vidura is asking more and more questions. He wants to know more about the reason why there was some misunderstanding between Lord Shiva and Daksha. In that, Vidura is saying he is glorifying Lord Shiva's divine qualities. I think it is coming in the subsequent slokas. It's saying Charachara Guru. Lord Shiva is the spiritual master of the entire material world. And the same sloka, Vidura is addressing, is glorifying Lord Shiva as Atma Rama. Shiva is fully self-satisfied. So nice actually. See, we are reading in the fifth canto of Bhagavad Nishyast Bhaktir Bhagavati Yatinjana Survai Punayus Tatra Samasade Sura Ravavattasya Kudu Mahatma Manorade Nasudi Davadovadi. Very nice sloka. If anyone has developed this unflinching devotion for Krishna, then Survair Punayus Tatra Samasade Sura. All the good qualities of the demigods, it will automatically manifest within him. Arav avattasya kudo mahatguna manorodena sadintavadam bhaji. Arav avattasya. But if anyone is not a devotee of Krishna, kudo mahatguna, what great quality he will have? Manorodena sadintavadam bhaji. Davada means running. You will be simply going behind Manoradha. Our mind, no. Our mind will endlessly, it will do this imagination. Recently, I read in the 18th chapter of Bhagavad Gita, where Prabhupada is saying very nice statement. I'm just repeating verbatim, saying that knowledge producing many theories and doctrines by dint of mundane logic, mental speculation, is the product of mode of passion. Because of passion, because of rajas, mind is repeatedly doing endlessly manoratha, imaginations, mental imagination. And he'll be simply loitering in that mental platform and he will not have any great divine qualities. So Lord Shiva, while mentioning the name of Lord Shiva, Vidura is mentioning all these qualities. He is Charachara Guru. He is the spiritual master of the entire world. He is Atma Rama. He is self-satisfied. Prabhupada is explaining so nicely in the purports. Lord Shiva, he didn't even construct a house, proper residence. He didn't even construct a proper residence for him. Because Prabhupada is writing, Lord Shiva thought that all the opulences are only for Krishna, not for me. He was thinking like that. This is the right. So he doesn't need any. He is not having any expectation in this material world. Lord Shiva, while glorifying Lord Shiva, this particular sloka is coming. Satpam Visuddham Vasudeva Satyam. This sloka is mentioned. Lord Shiva is always remembering Krishna internally. Even Lord Shiva is saying to Parvati, to Sati, saying to Sati, because I am always remembering Krishna, because of that particular spiritual strength, I am able to conquer death also. In his own words, Lord Shiva is explaining to Sati, I have crossed even death also, because I am always remembering Krishna. So these are all the divine qualities of Lord Shiva. It's completely detached. And it is very nice. It's mentioned, I think, in this chapter, Lord Shiva does not know how to decorate his wife. It's mentioned. When Sati, because this particular incident, Daksha performed another sacrifice. The first sacrifice, we all know that in the previous chapter, you would have read that. When Daksha performed famous yajna, he invited everyone. And in that assembly, when Daksha entered in that assembly, everybody got up. Why? Because he was the son of Lord Brahma. So, out of respect, all the rishis, demigods, everybody got up and showed their respect. And Lord Shiva and Brahma, they didn't get up. Prabhupada is writing that because they were in the higher spiritual position. Even though in the material angle, Lord Shiva was the son-in-law of Daksha, but in the spiritual angle, he was situated in the very high spiritual platform, elevated spiritual platform. He was situated in the platform. So, and that's why Lord Shiva didn't get up. And Prabhupada is writing it's perfectly all right. And Daksha became angry and he started curse, he gave curse to Lord Shiva. And you will not have share in the yajna. And then he gave curse. And cursing and counter-cursing was going on. And immediately Nandideva, he gave curse to Daksha and his followers, Bhrigumuni, and again here from Bhrigumuni, he gave curse to all Lord Shiva's followers. In this way, cursing and counter-cursing was going on. So nice, Lord Shiva didn't speak anything. One of the quality of Lord Shiva is highly tolerant. Grave and silent is mentioned. Grave and silent. All these qualities now, we cannot acquire simply by squeezing our intelligence. No. When the situation comes, what will happen? No? All our tolerance, no? One devotee was telling me, suppose if we have tolerance on, just for example, I'm saying, some 58% tolerance level we have. Maya is expert. She will create a situation and that situation will demand 60% tolerance. Since we will not have that 60% tolerance, then we will burst actually. We will burst into anger. So we cannot acquire all these qualities simply by using our intelligence alone. No. Because our intelligence also is underfulfilled. Only by developing devotion, completely accepting that Krishna is a supreme enjoyer. Krishna is the only enjoyer. Krishna is the only enjoyer. I am not the enjoyer. I am meant for his pleasure. When this attitude is fully manifested internally, then all these divine qualities will manifest. We'll be able to tolerate all types of insults. We are reading in Bhagavad Gita, Tulyaninga Studirmauni, Santusto, Jena Kedachit, Aniketo Stiramajir, Bhaktiman Me Payodaya. Lord Shiva is a perfect example for this sloka. So nice now, perfectly it's matching. Tulyaninga Studirmauni, Ninda Stuti. Ninda means blasphemy, Stuti means praise. Tulyaninga Studirmauni. Mauni means is treating equally. Tulya means treating equally. Treating equally both blasphemy and praise and becoming silent, keeping silence. And Tulyaninda Sudirmauni Santusto Yena Kena Chit. Yena Kena Chit. Whatever is coming by the mercy of Lord Krishna, he is satisfied with that. Andushta, satisfied with it. And next line is Aniketa. Aniketa, Lord Shiva is a perfect example for Aniketa. Niketa means Niketan, we will say, sometimes in the house, they will give this name, Niketan. Niketa means residence. And Krishna is saying, Aniketa. Aniketa Stira Madhur. Aniketa means he doesn't have any proper residence. Yes, Lord Shiva is not having any proper residence. He's living in the crematorium. He is Charajara Guru. He is a spiritual master of the entire world. But that Lord Shiva, he is not constructing any proper residence also. He is living in the crematorium. Chidam Kasma Kridasnanaha is mentioned in Srimad Bhagavatam. Chidam Kasma Kridasnanaha. I think the previous chapter. He smears all the crematorium ashes on his body. And even then, he has got his name Shiva. Why? Shiva means, even though he is wearing all the skull garland, it's all external appearance. But internally, it's very pure. What Shiva is very pure. Fully fixed on remembering Krishna. That's why he is called Shiva. Shiva means all auspicious. So, from Lord Shiva's the personality, you can learn many, many qualities. So, advancement, spiritual advancement is not about our external appearance. It's the point. Externally, Shiva is wearing all skull garland and smearing all crematorium ashes. But he is called Lord Shiva, Charatara Guru. Why? Because internally is fixed. It's fixed. He is fully convinced that Krishna is the only enjoyer. I am not the enjoyer. It's fully convinced. So that means internal status only is a criteria. Spiritual advancement means internal status. It's not about external appearance. So it is mentioned, Lord Shiva is so detached, he does not know even how to decorate his wife, Sati. Normally in the house, the Grahastha life, husband will buy many things to please his wife, buying jewelry, jewels and clothes, sarees, so many things he will buy, just to please his wife. But Lord Shiva, he does not know his mention, does not know how to decorate his wife's Sati. Why? Because his consciousness is fully fixed on Krishna. All the time he is remembering Krishna. And Prabhupada is writing, when Sati was actually going to attend the yajna performed by his father, Daksha. That time, Sati was wearing all the jewels presented by his father only. That type of jewels only she was wearing. Because Lord Shiva didn't give any jewels or opulence to Sati. Because he is fixed on Krishna. His consciousness, Lord Shiva's consciousness is not deviated from Krishna even a second. That type of devotee. So he cannot think about how to decorate my wife and all this. So Sati was wearing all the jewels presented by his father during the marriage time. That jewels only she was wearing. So this is the second yajna Daksha performed. So one side we can appreciate Lord Shiva's divine qualities. Another side we can learn from Daksha's actually unwanted anarthas. That also we can learn from Daksha's behavior. Both we can learn. See, Daksha, he is the son of Lord Brahma. And he is a Prajapati. Manasaputra of Lord Brahma. Even though he was son of Lord Brahma, still Daksha was very proud. God, I am the chief Prajapati. Prajapati means progenitor. progenitor. I am the chief Prajapati. So that actually I was saying in some other class. Without reaching the stage of Saranagati, if we acquire material position, this is the principle we can learn. Right? Without possessing Saranagati towards Lord Krishna, if we acquire material position, pride only will increase. With the lesson we did. Pride only will increase. So I was discussing in some other class. Yudhishthira Maharaja, he was the emperor of the entire universe, but that Yudhishthira Maharaja was always fully surrendered to Krishna. Because of his Saranagati, Yudhishthira Maharaja was always humble. He never treated anyone with hostile mentality. I was actually glorifying Guru Maharaja. My Guru Maharaja was glorifying the Vyasa Puja. My Guru Maharaja he will never treat anyone with hostile mentality. Enmity, envy. I have never seen in my Guru Maharaja's behavior. And this is the Lakshana of devotee. So Lord Shiva also is like that. But Daksha, even though he occupied the highest position, son of Brahma, chief Prajapati, right? But actually, he was having a great pride. Great pride. That is why when the first yajna was, when Daksha was performing, when Daksha entered the arena, sacrificial arena, when he saw that Lord Shiva didn't get up, immediately, from the pride only, all these things. Actually, for a devotee, pride is the biggest obstacle. Biggest obstacle. One may actually stay away from, one may strictly follow the four related principles. But the pride is the biggest problem. The biggest problem. And when long back, 2004, I saw one dramatical performance by His Holiness Tamal Krishna Maharaj. So, Tamal Krishna Maharaj, that drama, was explaining that for ISKCON devotees, so actually it's a very nice dramatical performance. That the discussion is coming. Kali personification, Kali Purusha is lamenting. Oh, how to catch ISKCON devotees. I am not able to catch ISKCON devotees because Srila Prabhupada has introduced this four related principles and chanting Hare Krishna Mahamantra. So I am not able to catch ISKCON devotees. Kali is lamenting. Then the pride personification is coming. Pride personification. He is giving assurance to Kali Purusha. Don't worry. I will go and first embrace ISKCON devotees. The pride. I will embrace ISKCON devotees. First I will go and embrace. Through me you can easily come inside. Yes. This is the danger. It's mentioned Bhatyortva Anartha. So Vishwanath Chakravarti also same thing. If we perform mixed bhakti, then one type of anartha is produced. If we perform pure devotional service, then all anarthas will be vanished. But mixed bhakta, mixture bhakta, for him, actually pride will increase. One devotee was telling me this, it's called highways robbery. Highways robbery. Suppose the highways, no, national highways, no. NH road is there in India. The highways, no, all the vehicles, it will go in very high speed, very high speed. Sometimes the highways also, some expert robbers are there. They will very expertly they will do this robbery. Even though vehicles are moving in a very high speed, they are expert in stealing. The same way, Bhakti Yoga we are following, it is like a highways. We are going in great speed, Bhakti Yoga. But the expert, the thief is there. With the expert thief, he is that pride personification. Pride personification. If he comes, actually, when more and more and more, the position increases inside is gone, right? Inside is gone. We may be in the movement for 30 years, 40 years, we may acquire many positions in ISKCON. But actually, all these things are external. We should be interested in increasing our personal devotion alone. Devotee should be interested in personal devotion, how to increase. He should not be enamored by all these external statuses. But the problem is, if he is performing only Mr. Bhakti, mixed devotion, and the external statuses are, actually he's acquiring all the external statuses. External status means, okay, I'm Brahmana, I'm a Brahmachari, all those things. And Bhakti Shastri and Bhakti Vaibhav, all these external statuses. What will happen? Pride will come. So the pride personification is first embracing the ISKCON devotee. That's what His Holiness Tamal Krishna Maharaj is explaining on back through the drama. First, the pride personification will embrace ISKCON devotee, and after that, Kali Bhiksha will enter through him. In this way, he will break the regulative principles. That's why Saranagati means is completely opposite to pride. Saranagati means one should be meek and humble. What should one think that? So even though this cursing and counter cursing was going on, Lord Shiva was silent and tolerant. He didn't speak anything. Nandi Deva and here Bhrigu, they are doing counter cursing and cursing. But it is about Lord Shiva only. Daksha gave curse only to Lord Shiva. Lord Shiva was silent and tolerant. So this is because he is internally fixed on Krishna. Okay. So this Daksha it's mentioned in the Bhagavatam purports also. Daksha was always envious of Lord Shiva. It's an important point again. Because Lord Shiva, he was always in the highest spiritual position. It is not about external position. Lord Shiva, actually Krishna awarded this position, special position to Lord Shiva. Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur also saying, I read in the book called Bhakti Vinoda Vani Vaibhava. That's a book. In that book, Bhaktivinoda Thakur, he himself is asking some tough questions and he himself is giving answers. So in that, one question was, Lord Shiva actually is not a Jiva Tattva. He's not a Jiva Tattva. He's not a Jiva. And Lord Shiva is not a Supreme Lord also. In between. He's above the Jiva and he is subordinate to Vishnu, Lord Vishnu. So Krishna, because of his exalted position, he awarded this special status to Lord Shiva. Shiva Tattva is mentioned. Bhaktivinoda Thakur is saying him, Shiva Tattva. He is not Jiva Tattva. He is not Vishnu Tattva or he is not a Jiva Tattva, but he is a Shiva Tattva. Special position is awarded to Lord Shiva because of his exalted devotion. So it is not something external status. many times we will always think spiritual advancement means acquiring external positions. We are always confused with it. But in the Srimad Bhagavatam, 12th canto, in the Kali's symptoms of Kali, that's the chapter. In that chapter, it is mentioned in Kali Yuga, people will be glorified by the external symbols. It's mentioned. External symbols means, okay, I am wearing saffron dress, so automatically everybody will glorify that. Or I am wearing sacred thread, Brahmin thread. So it's a Brahma. So it is mentioned in the 12th canto, second chapter. In the Kali Yuga, people will be glorified because of acquiring external symbols, but they will not bother about the internal advancement. The world will not bother about that. So that is why we should not be so much behind all these external statuses. Then automatically we will get pride only. So this Daksha was envious of Lakshmana. Oh, I am Chief Prajapati, I'm son of Lord Brahma. But so much respect and very high, exalted spiritual position is awarded to Lord Shiva. He is Shiva Tattva. So he was envious of Lord Shiva. How envy is working. It's interesting. We can learn many things from this one shloka. How envy is working. Envy is coming because of lust only. Lust. If we have lust, then the lust is transformed in an appropriate time. It will be transformed as envy. Because I want to become famous. That's the lust actually. I want to become famous inside this material world. And that person is having more fame than me. So I am envying him. How to actually put him down? How to bring him down? By finding out some faults. This is the way envy will work. Envy is the biggest problem. Envy and pride. It's all interlinked. Very long back when Guru Maharaj released this book, Cyberspace, in 1996. It's a very beautiful book, Cyberspace. And that Guru Maharaj is answering all the questions. One devotee is asking Guru Maharaj, I am having envy, great envy towards a particular devotee. How to remove this? Envy, no, it is like it is burning inside. Always burning internally. And that person, no, he cannot think about Krishna. Guru Maharaj answered, see, we all came in this material world because of envying Lord Krishna. Envying Lord Krishna. One may say, no, I'm a devotee of Krishna. Why are you saying that I'm envying Krishna? I'm a devotee of Krishna. No. Envy is anartha. I was discussing in some other class. Anartha means, anartha is subtler than thoughts actually. Envy is falling in that category. Anartha. Envy is one anartha. So it is subtler than thoughts. Thoughts actually we can understand. But anarthas no more subtle than the thoughts. So we will never know, we will never understand that this type of anartha I am having. We will never know. And suddenly when situation comes, that anartha will contact the mind and thoughts will be generated. That is why Prabhupada is saying, Svabhavastu pravartade. Pravartade means manifesting. Everything is manifesting in this material world because of Svabhava, because of anartha. The Svabhava is a problem. Svabhava only is binding us to this material world. And that is why in everywhere the purports are mentioned, is mentioned that Krishna is the only enjoyer. When we are convinced with this, then all our swabhava will be erased. So Guru Maharaj answered, Krishna is actually all glories to Krishna. Right? Krishna is the most famous person. Every reputation is for Krishna only. Right? But we all, why for Krishna alone, all reputation? I also want to become famous. Actually, His Holiness Giriraj Swami Maharaj, one of the senior most disciples of Srila Prabhupada, he is explaining in one lecture. He's quoting from Lord Kapila's teachings. The devotees, even after taking up Bhakti Yoga, immediately they will not be raised to pure devotional service state. That stage they will not rise immediately. They will be under the motion. Giriraj Swami Maharaj is saying that if some devotee, if he is under tamas, then he will think that this type of thinking will come within him. He will think that I am the best devotee. Every other devotee is useless. This type of thought will be generated because of tamas. Lord Kapila also is teaching this. And sometimes devotees, they will be under rajas. Then they will think that I want to become famous inside the devotee community. It's because of rajas. This is a problem. All glory to Krishna only. So why I want to become famous inside the devotee community? We have to ask this question. We have to ask this question. Because Mr. Thakur also saying in Vaishnava, we have to ask questions. Only by asking questions we are taking out the weeds. Krishna is the most famous person. Why I want to become famous amongst the devotee community? It is purely because of the influence of Rajas. So Guru Maharaj is answering in Cyberspace book. We all fell down in this material world because of envying Krishna. Why Krishna alone is all famous? I also want to become famous. Because of that only we fell down. So how to rectify this envy? That is the biggest envy. And because we possess the biggest envy, and that envy is reflected amongst the colleagues in a small way. That biggest envy is not removed or rectified. That is why small way it is actually exhibited amongst the colleagues. So Guru Maharaj is giving very nice solution. The more we glorify Krishna with full heart, Tamil they will say, Manapuro, they will say. That's called Granthi. With full heart, if we glorify Krishna all the time, the more and more if we glorify Krishna, no, our envy in Krishna, the envy towards Krishna, it will be erased. Then, when that biggest envy is removed, then we will not envy our colleagues. It is actually, Maya is not leaving anyone. It's not, Maya is not sparing anyone. Even you may be the son of Brahma, Daksha, still I will not leave you. I will attack you with envy. This is a lesson you can learn. Indra also, he was the king of all 33 crore demigods, but he was always lusty. So Maya is not leaving anyone. Maya wants only one thing. You should accept that Krishna is the only enjoyer. I am not the enjoyer. I am meant for his pleasure alone. When this attitude is fully manifested in our heart, it's a faith actually. It's a faith. We should increase this faith. Then only Maya will leave us. Otherwise, Maya will constantly attack us with the envy, sometimes pride, sometimes lust. Repeatedly she will attack us. So, you may be the son of Brahma also. I'm not bothered. Maya, actually, Krishna has given this so much empowerment to Maya. Maya can capture even the biggest personality also, if you are not surrendered to Krishna. Krishna has given this empowerment. You will be the son of Brahma. You are the chief Prajapati. That's no problem. Because you are not surrendered to the Lord, I will attack you. So Daksha was always feeling enmity or envy towards Krishna. And that envy only is reflected in a different way. First, when he performed the first time yajna, that time also Daksha was having great envy towards Shiva. And that envy was reflected in the form of criticizing, giving curse to Lord Shiva. Okay, that one incident happened already, but Daksha never learned any lesson. Like actually, we have to watch what is happening. Why I am behaving like this? You have to do introspection with the philosophy. I am only Jivera Suruhoi Krishna, Nitya Das. I'm servant of Krishna. Why I am envying the colleagues? Why I am showing pride? Why I am becoming proud? I'm only a servant. See, it's very interesting. When North India Divisional Council, right, in India, ISKCON is operating like this. 4 divisional councils are there. South India Divisional Council, North India, East India, and West India. The NIDC, they will say. And the North India Divisional Council meeting, one devotee shared this to me, this photo. So they kept this attendance register. All ISKCON, temple presidents, managers, they will attend this meeting. And they will take some important decisions and all. So everybody, they have to write their name in the attendance register, their designation, and put a sign. And in that NIDC meeting, His Holiness Radhanath Swami Maharaj also participated in that NIDC meeting. And he is actually Radhanath Swami. The designation column, what he has written now? He has written Das. He has written Das. See? You think the lesson we have to learn? He is actually GBC, he's a sannyasi, he's a guru, he's a spiritual master, and the direct disciple of Srila Prabhupada. But he's considering himself as Das. In the designation column, all big double presidents, they are writing their designations, vice president, president, manager, temple commander, all these designations they are writing. But it's all in Radhanath Swami Maharaj is writing Das. And he has signed like that. So some other devotee has taken this photo and sent it to me. This is a lesson we should learn. We should never embrace all these identifications. I am only a servant of Krishna. Krishna is the supreme enjoyer and meant for his worship. It should be deep rooted. That's called Krishna consciousness. I was saying something. Krishna consciousness is not about wearing saffron cloths or keeping our head shaved or changing our food habits. No. Krishna consciousness is about internal status. Whether I am fully convinced that Krishna is the only enjoyer. I have to ask this question repeatedly. Why I am going behind? Why I am trying to become enjoyer inside this material world? Again and again, we have to ask this question. So nice. You have to sign like the life. Awesome. So this Daksha, first time, because of envy, unnecessarily he cursed Lakshmi. Unnecessarily. And Lakshmi simply tolerated. And the second time, now he is doing yajna because he is very proud. Prabhupada was writing in the purport, he is very proud. So Daksha, he was having all anarthas. He was very proud and having great envy towards Lord Shiva and lusty. All these anarthas actually is a personification. Actually, one nice pastime I heard how Lord Shiva is addressed as Chandrasekhara. Right? Chandrasekhara. Chandrasekhara means Lord Shiva is decorated with Chandra in his head. So how this pastime came, His Holiness Gaur Govind Swami Maharaj is explained very nicely. Chandra, moon, right? So he was married. Actually, this Sukracharya, no, he gave this 27 daughters to Chandra. So Chandra married all these 27 daughters of Sukracharya. But Chandra was so much attached to Rohini alone. Because he was so much attached to Rohini, wife. Now all other daughters, they went and complained to Sukracharya. Sukracharya became angry. No, you are not giving equal importance to all my daughters. You are so much attached because Rohini was very beautiful. Rohini was very beautiful and young, so Chandra was so much attached to Rohini. So Sukracharya gave a curse. What is that? You will actually, you are so proud because of your youthfulness and beauty, no? So I am giving you a curse. Curse is every day you will be actually your status, it will be slowly, it will be eroded. You will come down. You will be reduced. You will be reduced to a very meager state. This is my curse. Every day you will go down. Like a depreciation. Of course, there is a depreciation. Depreciating. So this is the curse. And Sukracharya gave to Chandra. And all the daughters, they told, oh, father, what is this? He is our husband, but you have given this curse. Sorry, actually, it's not Sukracharya, sorry, Daksha only. Same, I forgot. Daksha only. Because Daksha was always having this enviousness. No. So he gave this short-tempered fellow. Daksha was short-tempered fellow. It's all because of Rajas only. All these unwanted qualities, it's manifesting from Rajas only. So Daksha gave this curse to Chandra. You will be reduced to a very meager position. Every day you will go down. And all the daughters, they prayed, oh father, what you did actually? He is our husband. You gave this curse like this. Then how will we live with him? Then immediately Daksha, Chandra received this curse from Daksha. So he was going down. Every day he was reducing. He became thin. Reducing. And he was very much afraid. Chandra immediately approached Lord Shiva and prayed to Lord Shiva, please protect me. Shiva is called Asutosh. Easily satisfied. Exactly like Krishna. Krishna is also, he is actually Dakshinaha. Krishna is having one quality called Dakshinaha. Krishna is very liberal. So he will excuse everyone's fault so easily. It's because Krishna's heart is very broad-hearted person. So Krishna excuses everyone's faults so easily. A liberal person. So because Lord Shiva is always meditating on Krishna, he is also acquiring all these divine qualities of Krishna. So Lord Shiva is Asutosh, easily satisfied, exactly like Krishna. So because Chandra is praying to me, I have to give protection. He is reducing every day. I have to give protection. So what he did, no? Because he approached me, I have to give protection. So this Chandra became thin, reduced, and every day he was reducing and became thin. So that the balanced portion of Chandra immediately Lord Shiva grabbed and kept him on his head. So Chandra actually he was sitting, he was decorating Lord Shiva's head. Because Chandra was sitting in Lord Shiva's head, no, actually Daksha's curse was not working. It was not working, and Chandra, so powerful, Lord Shiva, because of his devotion. Okay, that's okay. Daksha is a short-tempered fellow, easily will get angry, lusty, very proud, envious person. So that Daksha came, and he was standing in front of Shiva. Immediately you release this Chandra. Take him out of your head, because my curse is not working. Then Daksha told, if you don't release him immediately, then I will give you curse too. I will give you a curse that you will be burnt into ashes. I am going to give this curse. Daksha was expert. Daksha was expert in giving curse. Because he's a short-term person. So Lord Shiva, he was saying, even if you give curse to me, that I will be burnt into ashes, still I will not give up. Chandra surrendered to me. I have to give protection. So nice personality, Lord Shiva. And because Daksha is going to give curse to Lord Shiva, Lord Shiva, what he did immediately, he prayed to Krishna. Let's see. Lord Shiva is a surrendered devotee. Whenever any danger comes, immediately he is approaching Krishna only. Krishna, please protect me from this dangerous situation. Krishna, out of his affection for his devotee, immediately Krishna actually became like a Brahmana. And appeared in front of both Daksha and Lord Shiva. And Lord Shiva understood that this Brahmana is Krishna. And they both told about their problems. And Krishna, in the form of a Brahmana, immediately gave solution. He said, okay, you will be reducing, every month you will be reducing 15 days, and again 15 days you will grow. Krishna changed it. Krishna can't change anything. And the balanced portion of Chandra, no, he'll be always on the top and the head of Lord Shiva only. But the other portion of Chandra, because Daksha gave this curse, no, so 15 days he will be reducing, and 15 days he will again grow. In this way, he made some adjustments. So, from this pastime, we are learning that Lord Shiva actually is mentioned Bhutanada in Srimad Bhagavatam is mentioned. He is so merciful, he is giving shelter even to goats and goblins. His heart is so broad. Truly surrendered to Krishna, no, because of that, all these divine qualities are manifested in Lord Shiva, and he will give shelter even to ghosts and goblins. Raksha, second time, is performing yajna because of envy towards Lord Shiva. Purposefully, he didn't invite worship. Okay, now Sati, Lord Shiva's wife Sati. Sati was asking, she was requesting, you must come with me. And Lord Shiva said, no. Actually, your father doesn't like me. And so if you go there, you will be insulted. Lord Shiva already predicted everything to Sati. So your father doesn't appreciate me. He is actually having great envy towards me. Lord Shiva is saying this to Sati. Great envy towards me. So one should not go to the uninvited place. And Lakshmi was saying this. Your father actually has not invited me. So you are part of me. If you go there, you will be insulted. So one should never go to a place where he is not invited. And Lakshmi is saying that your father actually, because of your connection with me, he will ill-treat you. And this will bring you misfortune for you. He already predicted everything. Lakshmi predicted. And Sati was saying, no, I have to go because all my sisters actually, because one of the daughter of Daksha, Sati, was married to Lakshmi. All other daughters were given to Chandra. So Sati was saying, all my sisters, they are all going to my father's yajna with their husbands, and they are flying in the airplane. I am seeing their presence in the sky, and they are decorated fully with all the jewels. I also want to go. I want to see all my sisters. Like that she was telling repeatedly. Lord Shiva gave warning also. He gave warning. But Sati, she just went ahead. And Sati entered into the arena, sacrificial arena. When Sati noticed that Akshan never welcomed Sati, her daughter. Only Sati's mother and sisters, they came forward and embraced Sati. But Daksha was not at all receiving her daughter Sati because of envy towards Lakshmi. This, see, envy, how much it is working. Envy, it's dangerous. It's actually very long back I heard in a lecture. Envy is like a burning charcoal. If you want to beat somebody, okay, I want to attack that person with a burning charcoal. So if you take that burning charcoal, what will happen? First, my hand will be burnt. After that, only I can throw it on other person. The other person will be suffering. The same way, envy is like that. If we envy our colleague devotee because of their spiritual advancement, what will happen? No, first, I am spoiling my spiritual life. How? How I am spoiling my spiritual life? I cannot remember Krishna. In our mind, we should always remember Krishna. But if I am always envying the colleagues, my mind is filled with that toxicity. So first, I am spoiling my spiritual life. After that, only I am actually creating damage in others' life. So we should notice this. So Daksha never received properly Sati. Sati noticed, and she was not happy. Mother and sister, they are actually embracing Sati. But Sati Devi, she was not happy. Why my father is not at all saying anything to me? And she noticed that in the yajna, there was no share allotted to Lord Shiva. All the Brahmanas, they were doing yajnas, right? In the yajna, they have to offer their particular share to all the demigods. So they are offering to all the demigods. But Sati noticed that in this particular yajna, there was no offering to Lord Shiva at all. So she became very angry and she started speaking. Sati started speaking. Actually, I am ashamed to be a daughter of this blasphemer of Lord Shiva. She's speaking. Daksha, she actually felt that Daksha is the blasphemer of the greatest Vaishnava Lord Shiva. So I am ashamed to be his daughter. Because he is my father. Prabhupada is writing very nicely. Sati, Sati is the personification of external energy of the Lord. So she can burn unlimited dakshas. Prabhupada is writing, she can burn unlimited daksha. But because he is my father, I am following that etiquette. I don't want to I don't want to kill my father. But I am ashamed to be his daughter. So I will give up my life. In this way, Sati thought like that. And she said that even Lord Shiva's order, actually, even Brahma is obeying. Brahma is obeying Lord Shiva's order and Lord Shiva's thoughts, everything. Brahma himself is obeying. You are actually offending that. Adi Asaruttama, like that, very nicely she said. Adi Asaruttama means actually you are actually uncultured. Asaruttama, uncultured. Who would blaspheme Lord Shiva except you? Sati is saying it is. Lord Shiva is the most magnanimous person. His name and fame is purifying. Sati is speaking like this. Lord Shiva's name and fame is purifying. You are Adi Asaruttama. You are insulting that great personality. So only you can insult. Nobody will insult Lord Shiva. That she started speaking and she meditated on Lord Shiva in front of everybody. She gave up her body. I will finish it now. And Prabhupada was writing, he's watching in front of himself. His own daughter is getting herself burnt, but he's not stopping. Father is not stopping her daughter dying because of envy towards Lord Shiva. This is a bad behavior of Daksha. And he was reaping the benefits actually. Because of his bad behavior, then after that, Lord Shiva was sent to Veerabhadra and all, and Daksha lost his head. It's a big story. So this is the lesson we are learning. Only if we are fully convinced that Krishna is the only enjoyer, then only all these envy, pride, lust, anger, everything will be erased. As long as we are thinking that I am the enjoyer, then we will be in the peripheral level only. We may say I am in Krishna consciousness, but we will be in the peripheral level only, embracing all the positions alone. But internally, we will not have Krishna consciousness. Okay, thank you. I will stop here. Prabhu, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna.
Thank you so much, Prabhu. So much about Lord Shiva and his position, and so wonderful, Prabhu. Prabhu, in one point you said Lord Shiva is the spiritual master of the whole world.
Yes, that's what Vidura is saying.
Lord, who is saying Vidura?
Vidura. Vidura. First, in the second chapter itself, its beginning is coming. Vidura, okay. I will open the sloka one second. I will open the sloka one second. The second chapter, actually, when Daksha, actually, Vidura is the second chapter, second sloka.
So the verse, the last chapter which we completed.
Second chapter, second sloka. Kastam charachara gurum nirvairam santa vigraham atma ramam katam dvesti jagado daivadam mahat. The spiritual master of the entire world is free from enmity. He is a peaceful personality and is always satisfied in himself. He is the greatest among the demigods. How is it possible that Daksha could be inimical towards such an auspicious personality? This is a question Vidura is asking. So he is a spiritual master of the entire world.
Is it not Sankarsana the spiritual master? We thought
Sankarsana is the ultimate. But for immediate management, he is the spiritual master. It is like Durga, no? Durga, she is in charge of the material world. So he is a husband, no? That's why, in that angle. Krishna is Sankarsana is the ultimate authority, ultimate spiritual master. Krishnam Bande Jagat Guru.
Like Radharani. Like Radharani and Durga.
Correct, correct, correct. Same way. Any other question?
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Prabhu. Devotees, any other questions?
Prabhu, this envy, what you are telling now,
Yeah.
see, within the devotee community, see, we are chartered accountants. So still I send some letters, CA Subramania Iyer. So we are not supposed to write the CA, no? In the institute and all, when we write like that one, what is been to be removed.
Actually, amongst the devotees, we should not use this. We should not use this. That is correct.
But what Radhanath Maharaj, one of the disciple, told, why they are putting BTech and all, so that when it goes, when the non-devotee sees it, they will come, oh, BTech, what is he talking? Know that.
Very good point. Very good point. See, just for attracting the newcomers into bhakti, this can be. But personally, I should not identify myself with the CA.
But that is there in the mind. What can be done? It's not going.
See, I was saying in some other class, our faith, what is the faith? Actually, Krishna is the only enjoyer. If we increase that faith, more and more and more, we increase this faith, then naturally,
how to increase that faith?
By remembering repeatedly. See, in some other Bhagavad class, when the enjoyment of opportunity comes, internally, if our faith is very strong that Krishna is the only enjoyer, then when opportunity comes, I will stay away. I will stay away from that opportunity. So embracing CA position, it is actually an enjoyment tendency. It's enjoyment tendency only. So only it can be used only to attract newcomers. If I enjoy that, I am a CA, I am a qualified chartered. If I enjoy it, then actually, personally, my spiritual life is going down. I am not advancing. That is the enjoyment tendency. So we are not accepting that Krishna is enjoyer. That's why it is reflected.
That proudness is there somewhere.
What
the CA. That proudness is not going wiped off.
Yes.
We are very humble, nothing. I'm just a worm, germ and all. But actually in the mind is that I'm a CA,
Anarthas actually, it will not go so easily. Even we may practice 40 years, 50 years, still anarthas will not go so easy. For that, we have to every day, previously also we discussed, we have to remember Krishna more and more and more. If we remember Krishna, all these anarthas will be erased. And Guru Maharaj also is saying in one lecture, they should be fully convinced that he is the enjoyer. Krishna is the enjoyer.
No, theoretically we are knowing.
Theoretically also repeatedly remember this. And we repeat.
If you go to a shop, you feel like drink one cool drink, orange juice. Actually, we offer everything to Krishna and drink. Just we drink it, and sometimes on biscuit we buy and eat. So those are also another.
Yes, it is the enjoyment tendency. It is the enjoyment tendency. It is actually, I was saying in some other class, it is in the garb of a devotee. In the garb of a devotee, we are trying to enjoy biscuits and other things. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu also tasted Jagannath Mahaprasada, but he was saying, Lord, saliva is there inside of this prasada. Remembering Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu went into ecstasy. Actually, for us now, what is happening now? I want to eat biscuit. That is hiding. Anarthas now, I was saying somewhere, anarthas are like electricity. The electricity, suppose the tube light is there. The tube light, electricity is going inside. And because of that only, the bulb is burning. Light is coming. But electricity, we cannot see. Because of contact with the electricity only, light is burning. In the same way, anarthas we can never see. But anarthas, it is like electricity, it's pervading everywhere. In all the activities. So in the name
I'm convincing when I'm drinking, it is too hot. What can I'm just walking my first. So one mango juice is okay. So I failed, actually.
Actually, we may offer it. You may take it as a prasadam, but actually, I'm enjoying the taste. So what Krishna is doing now, Krishna is watching. Paramatma is watching. Oh, okay. Still you have that enjoyment tendency. He will not award. He will not award. That's why I was discussing with some other devotee also. Preaching also. Preaching, no, it's a kirtana. Preaching is kirtana.
Ah,
When it will become kirtana? When it will become kirtana? While glorifying Krishna, we should never expect, we should never enjoy that reputation. Like the followers, the hearers, they will glorify the speaker. But if I enjoy that reputation, then it is not technically kirtana. It is not devotional service. It is mixed only. Then instead of increasing his bhakti, he will increase only his false ego. So we have to
the
work
thing
on
is
it.
that they have learned Carnatic music. So when I'm singing, Sarvashutumar Charonesho, I'm feeling I'm singing good. Though I know I'm a servant and all, but I'm not looking for glorification, but I'm myself glorifying myself. Oh, na nanna parre. Why that is not going? How to forget that I'm really in a big soup? Why that?
Actually, and Krishna, what he will do now, they are all practicing some elements of bhakti, but simultaneously we are having this enjoyment tendency now. So what Krishna will do now, he will give some sufferings. Some suffering, some health sufferings, or some reputation problems. He will create something. When we undergo all these sufferings now, then slowly the jiva will give up. In this way, only the conditioned souls now will learn to give up that enjoyment tendency. Only when we undergo sufferings. That is why Krishna is giving sufferings for devotees also. And 10.14.8 also is mentioned, same thing is mentioned in the Bhagavad.
That feeling is not, though I'm trying my best to chant and do a class and all. In the mind, oh, I am a CA. Even if you get a job somewhere at any, for CA, no